let's start with Polo G.
Okay.
That happened pretty soon after the last pod. Mm-hmm. Polo G was out celebrating the release of his album. He landed in Miami in a private jet. He had his mother, who to my understanding is also his manager, with him, as well as his brother, his family, his entourage, his crew, as you would expect when someone is dropping an album and they have an album release party in Miami, right? Apparently, go back so I can read, please. And then he was arrested immediately. And this was a real big deal. It was mad police vehicles. The mom put out a whole bunch of videos saying that she didn't know where her sons were or why they were being detained. And this was a big thing on the internet.
Damn.
Here we go. Rapper Polo G was charged with battery against a police officer in Miami following a traffic stop early Saturday morning. See? Already.
First sentence.
Already.
First sentence.
See, because I had to wait. Because the headlines and the traumatic videos and just the stigma that's attached to some of the rappers already. You know, I know a lot about Polo G, not just through the music, but through Ice, right? So if I don't know nothing else, I know a few things about him. I assume the police do too, which is why you have 30 police cars.
7,000 cop cars there.
So when y'all land there and do that, I think y'all got something on somebody. Mm-hmm. Like, I think that somebody did something egregious and got to be taken off the street. They must have killed somebody when y'all make that type of a scene. So the next day for the charges to come out, battery against a police officer, resisting arrest. Here we go. Polo G, whose real name is, I won't say his real name, was also charged with threatening a public servant, using violence to resist an officer, and resisting an officer without violence and criminal mischief.
That's crazy to me.
According to Miami-Dade County Court records. The arrest occurred after an officer began a traffic stop at the intersection of South Biscayne Boulevard. I don't need to read any more.
No.
But what did that say to you, Ice?
To me, that says they was just fucking with him. They don't have anything.
No, he was targeted.
That's what I'm saying.
He said one of the cops said that they was on him as soon as we got off our jet. And it's about 19 cop cars there, which is crazy.
How are you charged with resisting an officer without violence and then violence
and resisting an officer with violence? Both.
Using violence to resist an officer and then resisting an officer without violence. Two different charges.
But unfortunately, if you're unable to read through what some of the charges imply, then you might think that Polo G is just in Miami acting a fucking fool.
Yeah.
You might walk away with that.
Yeah,
no,
I get it.
This is bullshit.
This is complete bullshit right here.
This hurt. This one hurt. So,
and he wasn't even driving the car.
So I want to use this time to echo what he already said, which was, yo, y'all, they playing different in Miami. His words, not mine. Now, there's a few rappers out there. There's been a few incidents out there. I understand why public safety would be a top priority. But it just has to be applicable where it's applicable. Not just, Miami's a party town.
Right.
Like, people are going out there to get money, to make money, to bring money to the city, like to enjoy themselves. I hope we don't see nothing crazy this summer just by rappers moving and shaking and police targeting you.
Unfortunately, I think we're going to see a lot of bullshit this summer.
Well, me too. That's why I'm sitting here hoping against it. Yeah. I want to come in here on a high. I want to come in here feeling good about things. I do. Yeah. I do. Thank God they let him and his little brother go. Thank God his mom got back in the mix. Thank God. Thank God this ended the way that it did. But if you're a rapper and you're moving around because outside is back open and we back to getting money and we doing the bookings and we talking to people we don't know and we flying around and we traveling and they already looking at you different when you land at the PJ spot versus the airport. And if you come in the airport, they looking at you because they got you on a fam.
Yeah.
It's up.
Yeah.
It's up out here.
It should be though.
I know.
Like, in all fairness, and again, you know, I'm not one for vouching for the cops, but
I don't know that about you. Go ahead, get your shit off, Joker.
I'm just saying, like, yo, Motherfuckers getting smoked the last couple weekends down there. You gotta kind of give them a. It's unfortunate though.
I don't think that. I'm with you. I just don't think that mean to target every rapper.
Yeah, that's what I was
in
gonna say. The targeting part, that don't justify this. To me, just the pure targeting. You call it 19 cop cars to come.
Yeah, it was a
snatch
bunch
us
of
soon
them.
as we land.
I'm
sorry,
because let me tell you something. Y'all gonna need that manpower at some of them Miami events this summer.
Oh yeah.
And I want to see that same energy.
Yeah.
All of that. This was a mess.
That's a lot of.
This was a mess.
That's a lot of cop cars, bro. You'd think they knew something.
Yeah, no.
Something just happened.
You would think Hannibal Lecter was out that bitch. They bought that many cops.
Listen, I want to tell the rappers to just be on your P's and Q's.
For real.
For everybody.
Move smart.
For the cops, for the ops, for everybody.
Yeah.
Speaking of, right, let me just keep this shit right moving. Last week, I was having some difficult conversations with my driver.
Okay.
Right? Just follow me.
Sure.
Outside is back open.
Yeah.
By law, the driver needs a certain amount of hours of rest, right?
Sure.
And strip clubs is open now. You want to move around a little bit at nighttime, but you want to work in the morning too,
right?
And his job is to keep me safe, so he got to be safe, right?
Sure.
So we're having some of these uncomfortable conversations about how to move around now that things are open in the nighttime and still be able to go to work. Why I'm bringing this up on the heels of this Polo G conversation is because French Montana's driver was just robbed at gunpoint.
Oh wow!
Oh damn!
In front of the Dream Hotel.
Damn.
In New York?
Yes.
Downtown they robbing niggas?
Yes. Hey, I do you one better than that, Ish.
Wow.
And then we're going to find something happy to talk about. Hey, I swear I'm here to talk about some good mood shit soon. I swear. But listen, yes, I said the same thing. Yo,
that's crazy.
They robbing people at Dream 16th Street, right?
Yeah.
Then I get to reading the article. And they say somebody just got killed outside of Dream 3 days before this.
Wow.
So, back to watching out for the cops and the ops while outside is open and while you moving around out there. Because I went to further read this, and it says, the 18-year-old driver, stop right there. It's a young man.
Yeah.
That's a young man. And you get in these positions by either being a friend or just being lucky enough to get an opportunity, right? So the 18-year-old driver was standing by his vehicle outside the Chelsea hotspot at around 4:50 a.m. That's 5 in the morning. What time does the sun come up now? Not that time.
About 5:30.
Little after
5:30.
When two men began punching him and attempting to yank off his $40,000 gold Cuban link chain. When the driver refused to take off the necklace, one of the assailants flashed a gun and fired one shot at the ground. He then handed over the chain as well as his $300 Richard Mille watch. $300,000 Richard Mille watch. And the two men, who were both wearing black masks, ran away. Now, I pray that everybody is all right there.
Wow.
Really glad that these guys just shot at the ground and nowhere else.
That's crazy.
But the driver can't stand outside the car at 5 in the morning with all of the jewelry on when somebody was shot 3 days before.
But
even if nobody wasn't shot.
but in his defense, yo, you know how it is down
I know.
there.
Listen,
it was probably packed out there.
Listen, I'm not going to judge nobody or tell nobody how to move. Like
that shit was probably crowded. It'd be packed down there.
My brain says in no world should your driver have on $500,000 worth of anything. Even if you take it off and give it to your driver, he's supposed to put it somewhere. Your driver ain't supposed to put the shit on and then step outside the car in all the shit.
Yes, he is.
No, then you're not talking about a driver.
No, the miniskirt's coming outside.
It's not a driver.
He drives.
So
I get what you're saying. That's not a driver. You're trying
a professional driver, you mean?
It's not a driver.
Yeah,
yes.
like your driver.
Yeah,
it's a difference.
And that's it. But that difference,
you're right.
That one difference,
I agree with you.
Can cost you your fucking life.
I agree.
Thank God that French is cool. Totally off topic, but on topic. I brought it up a little while ago, but I know I'm a little late here. I'm still not over the John Lennon murder. I'm still not over the John Lennon murder because of this. Because the guy, I told you he bought the bullets, blah, blah, blah. Long story less long. Because when he was staking out John Lennon's hotel, he got with John Lennon Silver, his photographer, a photographer who's been following John Lennon for some years.
Okay.
And they started having a conversation. And the killer said, hey, man, is John staying here? And the guy said, yeah, he's coming down soon. He's got to go, blah, 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 blah. And that never left me. It's been fucking with me. It's been fucking with my brain.
Sure.
Because he said when John went to the studio, he came back. And when he came back, he saw the guy. And the guy, I'm getting this from an interview he did. And the guy looked up and he said, John recognized him from earlier. It's been fucking with my head ever since. Because as an artist, you know what that is. You know when you know somebody, but you don't know if they there to hurt you, if they there for autograph. You've seen them before. Was it smoke before? Was it static here? Like, why is he in this spot? Why are you at my hotel?
Again.
That's been really, really bothering me. So I bring it up to just say one wrong move. That brought me to Pop Smoke and the address, the Snapchat. One wrong move. And you just gotta be careful out here.
And it's hard to say it's a wrong move. You know what I'm saying? He was just doing regular shit, going to the studio, coming back, saw
being
a
nice
fan,
to somebody.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, it's hard to even call that a wrong move.
Oh no, I'm saying it's a wrong move for the photographer.
Oh, sure.
Who had no idea he was giving some helpful information to the man that wanted to blow this dude's brains out.
Right.
And then shot him in the back like a fucking coward.
Yeah.
That guy. I'm talking about that guy. Because people exchange information all the time.
Right.
Nah, you're not supposed to, though. Like, when you're on your P's and Q's, like, yo, is he staying here? You're supposed to be like, oh, I don't even know.
Right.
He might be. I'm not sure. But again, in casual, seemingly friendly conversation, you're just like, yeah, he's here.
Listen, it's hot out. The girls are looking good. We about to get back into the culture of inviting girls over to your house that you don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have attacked this on the smallest of scales. Yeah. I just want everybody to be mindful and careful. That's it.
Please.
That's all I got. That's all I got on that, right?